It's the spooky season, which means it's time to talk about horror, scary, and Halloween-inspired creations. We got skull warriors, we got creepy crawly bugs, evil death lords. There's all kinds of awesome Bionicle creations in today's episode that are sure to inspire you, so let's get going. Let's check them out. This is Skirter Kaginda, Leader of Hellfire, by Ronfulkers. I mean, the MVP piece on this mock is that skull mask, and the way that the flames are stemming out of it. Man, that looks so hardcore. It makes this look like some kind of enemy fresh out of Elden Ring or Dark Souls or something. Any mock that gives off like final boss energy, oh, I love it. Of course, this epic mask appears in gunmetal on the Bionicle G2 set Skull Warrior. And, these flame pieces are attached on because they're stemming out of these claws that are placed into the gaps at the base of the skull. Oh yeah, of course, and if you're not familiar with it, these flame pieces can link together. For the most part, that's a totally legal technique. Old-style LEGO flame pieces have these two little stubs at the bottom. The new ones sadly no longer have these stubs, so you're gonna need some older ones if you want to do this. I believe they specify the difference on Bricklink, so you'll be able to track them down with ease. But yeah, these stubs can fit into the nook of a flame piece. And that way they can link together and you can pose them with relative ease. And man, the end result looks so baller. I like that parts of the limbs on this mock are totally trans-orange, implying that this is some kind of like elemental fire creature that's living inside of gunmetal armor. And I guess that skull is not a skull, it's a mask of some sort, with fire bursting through it. Oh, that's so metal. Oh, and great to see two of these Vizon mask pieces being used for knee armor. These masks, of course, come in gunmetal on the set Maxilos. You get two in this set, they're used as shoulder armor. I mean, look at that. Shoulder armor or leg armor. Two different ways that you can use this mask piece that, originally was a mask in silver on the set Vizon. And what a helpful piece. Alex C Parsons has a little spooder for us today. Yeah, lots of clever part usage going on here. I like this leg design, using these black limb pieces, the same ones that come on the set Nui Rama. You can see them on their arms. But also you see this piece appearing in all sorts of different colours on the Toa Mata, much like Onawa for example. It's an older piece, sure, but it is a good one. And I love how this mock takes advantage of the natural curvature of this piece. It makes these legs look a lot more accurate to a real-world spider. Trust me, I know spiders. I just killed a deadly one the other day here in Australia by my pool. There's something about the bend and curve of this piece on this leg that looks wonderfully sinister. Great use of this Visorak body piece, by the way. Of course, this is the one that comes on this set right here, but they're using it differently. They're flipping it around and allowing it to form the base of the body. That's nice. And then we got a big old tire used for this spider butt. Gotta love it. Up next, we have a Red Star zombie version of Matoro, and this was built by Draconus. I like this leg and foot design. The feet are using these silver Baraki teeth pieces, the same ones that appear on the faces of pretty much every Baraki. But yeah, in this context, they're being used as toes. That's a cool concept. And then we have silver claws on the knees. The way that they flare up like that, it's quite nice. These claw pieces, of course, come in a set like Makuta Gorast. We've also got a nice custom mask here. A bit more of a zombified version of Matoro's mask. And also on another mock by Draconus, they have what I believe is an older version of this character, and that's got a nice custom mask. And taking a closer look, we can also see an interesting tail piece and a unique torso piece as well. These parts certainly have a more zombified look to them. The colours, the bone and muscle detail, it's gross, but it's cool. But yeah, if you want some similar custom parts, well, you can order them from a store called Creative Mechanics, as you can see from the business card right here. The store itself, they've got a few different custom masks for sale right now. So yeah, if you want some similar stuff to add to your collection, check them out. I'll have a link in the description below. Quamgloff has built Chord Surface D version 2. Bro's got that will of D. Skull Warrior Samurai. Just might be the 3 coolest words that you can say together. And yeah, this is a really cool mock. I love these weapons. A throwing star, a huge blade that combines this large sword piece that came on the Fantoka version of Liwa, and the sword piece is also using the ice skates that come on Kopaka Nuva. Isn't that a brilliant combination of pieces to form a very large sword? It's good thinking. Oh yeah, and then these sweet wrist blades as well. This mock has it all. The stocky and well-armored look of the armor I think is sensational. The way that it flares out along the waist, the sweet-looking stickers on the shoulders. Even just the claws and the spikes on places like the mask and the hands. Heck yeah. Great idea to use the mask that came on Tahu Nuva, but instead of using it as a mask, you flip it around, and you shove some spikes into the eyes, and you got yourself a brilliant samurai helmet. Wow. And if you thought that was it for good part use, well, no such luck. Look at this torso. See how it's using 2 of those red weapon pieces that came in various Chima sets? In red, these pieces appeared on Chi Kragger, like you can see here. I mean, dude, that's so smart. The end result looks amazing. Angling them like that makes for a brilliant torso. Ivan Martinov has built Karapar. Now, this is using a lot of knockoff pieces. They also appear to have a really cool looking paint job, which makes them seem dirty and weathered. Now hey, this is a horror-themed episode of the Bionicle Inspiration series, getting you ready for Halloween. You know, maybe looking at some knockoff pieces. That's a nightmare for some people. So this one's a little bit extra spooky for you today. Now, of course, like I said, this is a reimagined version of this brilliant set, Karapar. You can certainly see the resemblance, but I like that they've changed things up a lot more and expanded on some concepts. Like the squid launcher, for example. Building out a full-on pink squid and shoving it into the blaster looks dope, and also kind of adorable. I don't know, seeing a bigger and more cute-looking squid, it makes me realize how barbaric this weapon is. Just getting a living creature and shoving it into a gun only to launch it at your enemies, presumably destroying the squid in the process. The Baraki, they certainly live up to their villainous reputation. And actually, on the concept of that, if you can build a revamp that then kind of fleshes out certain concepts or expands upon them even more, that's a great idea. This makes the squid launcher look way cooler. We've also got some nice pistons around the torso. I always love that kind of aesthetic. And then the teeth on the mask, I think they're pretty interesting, using 3 of these claw pieces to form some little teeth. Yes, they're attached onto these knockoff pieces, but you could easily kind of translate that same look using existing pieces. I love this, man. This is a great revamp. And finally, here is High Lord Draconus, the Grand Executioner by GB. Oh man, spring green alongside gunmetal and black. Dang, that looks good. Some of these pieces in spring green, they come in a few different sets. We've got these skull spiders that are being used to make up the hands. Of course, skull spiders in spring green, they came in a few different Bionicle G2 Toa sets. Then we have these wings and these spring green CCBS armor shells on the upper arms. These both appeared in this specific Elves Dragon set. This was such a good set and a brilliant parts pack. If you find one, I recommend picking it up. It's so helpful for Bionicle stuff, as you can see right here. Oh, and we do like a good waist cape. I like how that kind of continues these Deathlord vibes. Plus, you know, we got tons of pointy, sharp, and menacing looking armor on the legs and the chest, everywhere. This mock is sick. And all of these mocks were sick in today's episode. If you enjoyed them, take a look at the links in the description below. Go and check out some of their other stuff. And if you'd like to see some of your stuff featured on the Bionicle Inspiration series, you can submit it to the submission email. It's on your screen right now. Send me whatever you think is important in an email, and when you send it my way, I'll do my best to feature your mock in an upcoming episode. That's all for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, happy building, and bye for now.